going to go over the science of the crossroads. You know what I'm saying? So when we're talking about the crossroads, we're talking about a very, very ancient, very ancient concept in spirituality. Um, and it was used in various cultures. But today, I'm going to talk about the crossroads in the context of voodoo, right? So the crossroads, many different cultures had the crossroads, but I'm going to talk about the context um, as it pertains to voodoo. As I'm a practitioner of voodoo in a Puerto Rican sense, so my lineage goes back to Puerto Rico through my mother, and we do things a different way. You know, we have our own way of doing things on the island of Puerto Rico. You know, different places have different ways of doing similar traditions. So let's get into it. What are the crossroads? All right. So first of all, let's explain the crossroads. In African spirituality, the crossroads are looked at as the place where the physical meets the spiritual realm. Okay? So understand this concept. The crossroad is literally where the physical meets the spiritual realm. Okay? And this is in many African traditions, you're gonna find the same thing going on at the crossroad. So it's where you can bring the physical and put it into the spiritual realm, or you can bring something from the spiritual realm and drag it into the physical realm. This is the concept, a basic concept of what the crossroads is. Okay, um, we see it as early as ancient Congo Bantu people. So when you go back into ancient Bantus, you're gonna see what's called the Congo cross. Okay, so the Congo cross is basically a cross with a circle around it, and this was used to bring the physical and the spiritual together. If you study Congo people, what you will understand, especially when you study various Bantu groups, necromancy is very big amongst that group of people. Now, across Africa, necromancy is a thing, right? Because when you say the word necromancy, what you're talking about is working with ancestral spirits that have deceased, or working with deceased spirits in general. That's necromancy. So you're gonna find it in Egypt as well. You're gonna find it in amongst the Yoruba that were in the Oyo Empire. You're gonna find it in Benin and Togo amongst the Ewe and the Fan people, right? You're gonna find it in the Kan tradition. So you're gonna see necromancy show up over and over again. So it's ironic that when we talk about the cross, it's where the physical meets the spiritual, and the people that were using it at that time were very big into necromancy. So they mastered it. Okay, they mastered necromancy. It's very important to understand. You also see this concept where in Christianity. So when we talk about the cross in the context of Christianity, Jesus died on the cross. So his physical went into the spiritual, right? Right there on the cross, he had a transference of going from physical into the spiritual realm because he died on it. Okay. Um, Also, this is where you bringing your troubles to the cross, right? Because you might bring a prayer to the cross in church, to the altar, and the cross is at the altar. So this is you bringing something that you want to manifest through prayer, and you're giving it to you're bringing it to the crossroad so that it can be brought into the physical realm. You're bringing something spiritually that you want done, right? Because it's not physical yet. You bring it to the cross, which is the crossroad, and then you do your prayer in hopes that it will manifest into the physical realm. This is basic. See, y'all was in church. Y'all didn't know y'all was in church doing voodoo stuff. That's what the cross is. You feel me? That's what the cross is. And it's the same thing across different traditions. You also see this in other animistic practices, other pagan traditions like Norse paganism or Germanic paganism. Different Germanic tribes have deities that represent the crossroads. You know what I'm saying? That are similar spirits to Papa Legba. Even if you go into ancient Greece, you're going to see a similar thing. All right. So this is something that spanned across cultures when we're talking about the crossroad. Um, the crossroad is also where decisions are made. Okay, and your magic is allowed to manifest. So when you're talking about the crossroad, it's also a place of making a big decision. You know what I'm saying? So literally at the crossroad, everybody goes to the crossroad. All life runs through the crossroads because everybody has to make decisions, right? And if it's a big decision, it's going to be a busy crossroad because you have different directions on where you can go. You see what I'm saying? Do I choose my career? Do I choose my friends? If I choose this career, I may lose this career. There's different decisions that you have to make in life that makes you have to come at a crossroads. Okay? And it's also a place to bring your intentions to manifest your magic. When you're doing different works, you want to uh, bring your works through. See, a lot of people don't know how to work with the crossroads though. But the most effective work, it runs through the crossroads. It has to run through the crossroads. So if you're having trouble with manifesting or the things just ain't going the way you want them to go, it's because you may need to be bringing your stuff to the crossroads to get it done correct. You see what I'm saying? I may have to run a class um, just basically on crossroad magic or crossroad ritual so that people can get a deeper understanding on how to work with the crossroad.